Today, we're going to talk about what to expect in the hospital. Hello, I'm Grant, and I'm trying to live forever. I lost over 300 pounds using the gastric bypass, and I'm hoping to give you the tools and resources so you can have some good results on your own. Today we're going to talk about what to expect the day before and the day of and the day after surgery. Okay, so what you're probably going to have gone through, most doctors these days are requiring a liquid diet for several weeks before. Okay, so you're going to show up at the hospital in the morning after having probably spent the night in a motel before and been told don't eat anything like past 9 o'clock or so, something like that. No liquids, and brush your teeth, don't swallow anything for a good solid 18 hours before the surgery. You're not going to sleep good. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be scared. It's going to be crazy. You're going to have all these thoughts going through your head. But you'll get through it. And like I said, you're not going to sleep. You're going to be up early. And you're going to brush your teeth and you're going to pack all your stuff up and take your what you think you need bag, which you're always going to forget something. There's always going to be something that you forget or something that you need that you don't have. One main thing I would say would be chapstick. Make sure you have some kind of chapstick, lip balm, something, because you're going to be pretty parched when you wake up. Okay, so then you're going to sign in and take off all your jewelry, rings, watches, everything, and put everything in the bag, everything you're wearing, and put the gown on, and they're going to come in and put hang the bag on you and put the IV in, and they're going to give you a mild sedative to getting you relaxed. And you're going to sit there, and that's going to be the scariest time, that 20 minutes before they wheel you in, when you're sitting there with your wife or your spouse or your whoever. That's just, everybody puts on a brave face. Everybody puts on a brave face, but that's a scary time. Maybe I'm different, but I was ready to go. I hate processes like that. So I was like, okay, come on, let's go. Let's just wheel me in there, just put me out, and let's just get this over with. And that's why when the doctor came in and asked me if I was ready, I said, hell yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Because I was ready to get the process over with. And they wheel you in, and that room's cold. If you're still awake when they wheel you in, that room is cold. And well, mine asked me, my anesthesiologist said, okay, here we go, start counting back from 10, and I think I got to 7, and I was out. I mean, whatever that propofol, whatever that stuff is, they give you to put you out, it works good. And that was 6 a.m. And I think I woke up at 11-ish. Woke up at 11-ish. And, you're full of pain meds and you're not feeling much and you're groggy, and Christina was there. And I always have handled anesthesia really well. And so I'm always a happy, intoxicated person. I like the drugs. I mean, I don't have any other way of putting it, but I like the drugs. Anyway, so, and you're getting settled in, and you got nurses come around introducing themselves, and you got this, I had this board in front of me at the foot of the bed I was looking at, and I had to, they had parameters of what they were going to do. At that time, at Baptist Memorial in Little Rock, that they had a whole wing, that's all they did was bariatrics. And so those girls knew what they were doing. They had it down cold. They had, basically by the minute, what you had to do, what you need to do, what they were going to do. They had every question, every answer. They knew their business. Okay, they were great. Okay, and then you have to get up. You have to start moving. You have to use that breathing thing, that suction thing to get and to try to get the anesthesia out of your lungs and everything. But you have to get up. You have to get up and get moving. And they give you a pain pump. Or they did me. They gave you a pain pump, got a little button, like every hour you could hit that. That was nice. And I did a 2-dayer. Back then, there was a 2-day stay, and I didn't get anything for the first 24 hours. Nothing past the lips for 24 hours. So I had basically went 36, 40 odd hours without any liquids. Nothing. So by the time that first morning came around and they brought them first bits of ice chips, I was ready to have something to drink because I was parched. And that's where the chapstick comes in. Because if you are under a liquid restriction, your mouth is going to get pasty and your lips are going to get dry. And a guy that worked out in the weather that never used it, that was like the best thing ever, was the chapstick that the nurse happened to have. Because she'd been down, she knew what was going on, and I didn't have none. And Christina is at the hotel room at night, and I'm about to die because my lips are just cracking up, and I'm just, ain't got no spit, and she was a godsend. That was really cool. Okay, so second day after, and then you got to get up and walk. So I was like that. Had slept for a long time because of anesthesia, so I wasn't sleepy. So I basically was up all night, but I was up like every hour, just walking up and down the halls, just walking. And then the second day is more ice chips and no solid foods. It was just I think they brought me a cup of tea. Yeah, a cup of tea and a cup of chicken broth, and ice chips. And I'm a Southern guy, and I like sweet tea. And it's plain unsweetened tea. When you're a Southern guy after drinking sweet tea for 30 years, it tasted like shit. But the chicken broth was awesome. No jellos, no nothing. And so that was the second day, and I was leaving the third day morning. That was a Saturday. I was in on Thursday. Surgery Thursday morning. Friday I was out Saturday morning from the hospital. And they give you making sure that you don't have any fever, no infections, that you're okay. They take the pain pump off. I like that pain pump. You get dressed and you're ready to go home, and you're ready to do you're not even thinking about food because everything's swollen and you're kind of uncomfortable. Not really bad uncomfortable because you've had that pain pump the whole time, but there's something different. You feel there's something different. And the bad part about that whole process was getting in the car to drive 150 miles home on a highway that had bumps on it. Bump, 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 down the highway. And then that last shot they gave you about 3 hours ago starts wearing off in the middle of the drive. That wasn't fun. We got about halfway. I made Christina pull over so I could just be still for an hour, and made the rest of the trip home. And then it was 6 weeks of soft foods and a lot of yogurts, a lot of cottage cheese, and back to work after 6 weeks. But that's pretty much what you're going to look for. And hopefully you don't have that much of a drive home. Hopefully you have somebody that has a Cadillac instead of an old pickup truck. And hopefully the highway you have to drive down isn't bumpy. And hopefully that paint shot doesn't wear off before you get home. Because then you can get home, you get comfortable, you get in your recliner, and you can get back in your own space. Turn the television on, and wait for a couple weeks to go see the update with the doctor. But that's what your hospital trip is going to be like. Remember one thing. Remember the chapstick. Okay? If you like this content, please subscribe. Please support this channel. You all have a great day. Because a great day today could mean a better day tomorrow. Y'all be good.